KZN, they play it. You go to Cape Town, they play it. Now, when that song came out, how was your life? How did it change your life?
Look, it's crazy, Nick, because I look at it now and I didn't realize how big that song was. Like, this may sound crazy, right? But I didn't realize just how much my life had changed. I was still living in my own world. You know, it was the people around me who were like, clearly, it was more of a change to them than to me, you know, because I was still going about my life like, you know, Ntombi, you know, FB, Fiesta Black. But I didn't understand the scale of how much things had changed and how big a deal I was. Let me put it that way. Yeah. You know, I was still, like I'm still an ordinary girl, you know. I was still using taxis, you know, still and all that stuff, like just continuing with my life. Yeah. And it's only years later where it's like I realized, after maybe like something like the TikTok video. Yes. And then I realized with like from all the comments and people coming from all over the world, even outside of South Africa, to realize the impact that I actually had. Yeah. And now I get it. I'm like, oh, but I'm that girl. Like, I actually did that.
You are that girl.
You know, so it kicked in a little late where it actually like resonated with me. Hey, when you are a star.
Let's rewind to the making of that song, right? How did you meet Ganyani? And what went into the creativity that made the song Shigubu?
I met DJ Ganyani through an old friend of mine, Madibi Sintwani, who's actually DJ Chase. Yes. He's actually the guy who produced Gugu. He made the beat. So with the lyrics, I'm the kind of girl who writes songs at home before I even get into studio. So I will write even before I hear a beat, you know. So I had written it, like parts of it, but it wasn't house. In my mind, I was writing a pop song. Because I'm a pop girl. Like,
yeah, you really are. You look like a pop artist. That's who you are, yes.
Like, I grew up listening to Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and, you know, NSYNC and, you know. So I was like, in my mind, it was a up-tempo pop song. Yeah. So when I got into the studio and then there's this beat and I tried those lyrics on that beat and they sat so well. So then I just tweaked it a bit there and there and then continued with the second verse and then the chorus, obviously with some inspiration from DJ Ganyani because obviously he's Tsonga. Of course. And I was like, okay, I wrote it in English and I was like, how do I translate this into Setswana? How do I say these words? Kastonga. Yeah. So that it can also now reach your market and your people and your home ground, you know, so too. Yeah. So yeah.
Sing it how it was supposed to be in English before it was even translated. and how was it supposed to sound like? And how did it sound like? How you had written it and imagined it?
Okay. So initially it went like this. It was bottle of Jameson in my hand. In my hands. I don't have no plan. Don't have no plans. It was that. Yeah. Yeah.
And there goes my BBM.
The BBM came in the studio. Like, it was tweaked, you know. And then I had to put the DJ Ganyani and some friends because he's now part of the song. Also, I want him to be part of the lyrics. So I literally reconstructed everything. But the intro was always there.
The first time you heard the song on radio, do you remember? Where were you? Who were you with? And did the penny drop that there's something special about this song?
I can't remember the first time I heard it on radio, but I do remember the first time it was playing on TV. And my mom called me and she was in tears. She was like, TV. I'm like, Mom, calm down. What's going on, lady? You know, and she's like, you're not proud to go in. I don't my TV. Superstar. Yes. So she was like, yeah, that for me was the moment. I was like, yeah, this is actually happening. Like, yeah.
Now, fame is a gift and a curse, right? And we're going to talk about the gift and the curse because when the song came out, a lot happened. A lot happened. And for those people that are wondering, who are we talking to? What are we talking about? We're talking about this song. You're still jamming to it.
Forever.
It's a hot song. It's a hot
I
song.
don't think it's ever gonna get old. The song, like it haunts me everywhere I go.
Here it is, DJ Ganyani featuring Fiesta Black, a song called Shikopo.
One, two, put on your dancing shoes. 3, 4, meet me by the dial. 9, 10, thank God for BBM. 시구부 시바시네네 시구대가 한 시구대게 시방고 시구부 시바시네네 시구대가 한 시구대게 시방고 시구부 시방고 시방고 시구부 시방고
It's Radio 2000 All Music, Your Memories. We've got Fiesta Black in the house, and she is the vocalist behind this song. A smash hit, if you ask me. A timeless classic, if you ask me, with DJ Ganyani, Shigupu. So the song comes out. It's extremely, extremely popular. It's played on TV. It's played on the radio. You are still living an ordinary life, and boom, you become famous. you become extremely, extremely famous because of this song. Now, leading up to when I threw forward to this song, I said fame is a gift and a curse, right? There's a lot of attention, a lot of money, a lot of followers that come with fame, right? But what is happening behind closed doors, right? Where Fiesta Black is concerned, where your emotions are concerned, your mental health is concerned. What is happening at that time? Are you enjoying the ride?
Look, definitely. I mean, I was 22.
Very young. Jeez.
Yeah, when this happened, I was 22. I was still a baby, and I didn't know much about anything really. So obviously, with that much fame, I made a lot of friends. People that I thought were friends.
Yeah.
I kept my old friends, who I'm still friends up until this day. I'm still friends with some of those people. But a lot of people that came into my life at around that point were just coming for their own reasons. They came into my life for their own reasons, And me being the person that I am, naive and welcoming and loving and accommodating, I couldn't see past a lot of things. I gave people the benefit of the doubt. I partied hard with people who I thought intentions were pure.
Yeah.
Even when things do go bad, you're going to be there, you're going to stick around. And that wasn't the case, And where my mental health and emotions were concerned, it's only now, years later, because I had to have a very, very honest conversation with myself sometime last year. Because I did a podcast, 2021. It was a big podcast. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention the name of the podcast.
You can.
MacG and Sol Penduga. I did a podcast and chill. And I broke down go podcast, I had taken a long break from the industry and going out and doing interviews. But for that particular interview, I thought I was ready. And I was like, no, man, I've closed myself up enough now. It's time for me to get back out there and get whenever out to people must see me, people must hear my story. And then I got there, and when the lights came on, and I realized that actually, I'm not ready. I'm still not okay. What is wrong? Where's the core? Like, where's the problem coming from? And I got home. After a few weeks, I watched the podcast, watched it by myself, and I was like, no, something is not okay here.
Yeah.
What is going on? And I need to be honest with myself. And then I had to backtrack. I backtracked to more or less the time when Shigubu was released, and to try and figure out or suss out what could have gone wrong. When did I become this broken? When did I become this girl? Because I could blame it on the fame and that the music industry, but clearly there's more to this, And then I realized that, oh snap, when Shigubu was released in 2012, I had just lost my sister.
Oof.
But because it happened so quick, and Shigubu picked up immediately after that, I didn't even get the chance or the time to mourn her. Mourn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was gig after gig. It was traveling after traveling. It was airport every weekend.
Yeah.
It was clubs. It was alcohol. It was drugs. It was hectic. And then I realized, no, man, that's where this comes from. And after all of that, from 2012, I lost so many other people after that. In 2014, I lost 3 of my best friends.
Sure.
3 months, Didi Bashalana Marago, And then it was last year when my brother passed, I was like, man, this is the time when now I'm going to keep it real with myself. I'm not going to rush myself and be like, okay, I feel like nako yam better. I'm going to rush to releasing a song or I want to be relevant again. I'm going to take time out. I'm in pain. I've just lost my brother and it hurts. So I'm going to sit back right now and I'm going to actually mourn my brother.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make the same mistake again.
Yeah.
And then I realized, that's where I think one of the main reasons why things worked out the way that they did was because I was going through so much and I had to put on this facade and I had to be okay. And I had to be the star. I had to show up. I had to, be the girl.
Yeah.
Even when I couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah. And where is DJ Ganyani in that? You're a 22-year-old. You are thrust into fame and into stardom. He is older and surely he's helping you navigate all of this. Where is he?
look, he was around, but he wasn't around for too long because we fell off pretty early in our relationship, you know, because and I hope everyone who's listening now is actually going to finally understand, because I know there's been a lot going on. People have heard so much about me from people in the industry who have tried to make me look bad, you know, try to paint me a certain way, and I've never voiced my opinion or my side of the story. The reason Ganyani and I went our separate ways was because of an interview that was supposed to happen. What was it called? Was it Sisterhood that used to play on TV, right? Yes. And they had called in Go Ganyani Entertainment. There was a guy called Debza who was handling my bookings and all of that at the time. They called in and they wanted me for an interview and a performance, right? Debza knew about this. He forgot to tell me. Nah? So I went out partying with my friends. I think it was a Wednesday. We young, we living it up, you know, we clubbing. It's like we are too, you know. Yeah. I come back Thursday morning. This is the AM at around 6-7. I am still drunk. Now we want to eat and sleep. And he says, "Yo, dude, I forgot to tell you.
You've got an interview and a performance
at in 2 hours." I'm like, Baba. Tell me you joking. So you're telling me that right now, in the state that I'm in right now, you expect me to go to Sisterhood and perform and have an interview? I can't do it. Like, look at me. And this is really not my fault. This is you.
You could have told me.
Ganyani didn't understand that. When I called him, and actually he called me because obviously Debza called him to tell him Fiesta's saying that she's not going for the interview. I don't know if he told him why I wasn't going. I don't know if he told him and explained to him that he was the one that failed to relay the message to me on time.
Hey.
All right, but Ganyani was like, "Nah, we get a superstar win."
And that was how...
I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Are you really saying, like, am I not supposed to be your artist right now? Aren't you supposed to have my best interests at heart? Aren't you supposed to be the one protecting me? Right? So you really want me to go there and make a fool of myself, make a fool of us, and whatever it is that we're trying to build here. So I didn't go for that interview. And at the time, I remember I was staying at his place, go Meadowlands Zone 5. Same day, I packed my things and I moved out.
Sure. Let's leave it right there. We're going to go for a short ad break and we continue hearing her side of the story, because that is so important.
Amatax ladies are looking for high-level mechanisms to stop the dominance of Masandawana ladies, while the queens of Klorkop want to emphasize that they are Banyana Ba style and will want to win in style. This is the Hollywood Bet Super League. Witness the Mzansi Queens of the beautiful game. University of Pretoria Ladies FC versus Mamelodi Sundowns Ladies FC on Saturday, 12 October at 3 p.m. Live on SABC 1 and SABC radio stations. Also available everywhere for everyone, always on SABC Plus and SABCSport.com. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport. For the love of the game.
So why should I use We Buy Cars if I want to sell my vehicle?
Because We Buy Cars buys cars.
But will I get the right price?
Of course. We Buy Cars buys thousands of vehicles and knows exactly what every vehicle is worth. Their buyers deliver exceptional service and pay you immediately.
And how do I know what they'll pay for my vehicle?
It's easy. Visit webuycars.co.za or use the We Buy Cars app. Follow the simple steps and voila, you'll know your car's value in no time. We Buy Cars. Quick, easy, the best.
Claim your day and start it right with Rhythm at Dawn with Mateko, Monday to Friday, 4 to 6 a.m. Followed by the Big Breakfast Show from 6 to 9 a.m.
Good morning.
With DJ Smooth, Nati, and Lelo on sports. Don't do life solo because it's better together with Ntombi from 9 a.m. to midday. Watching the Music Throne on the Royal Playground with the King, David Mashabela, midday to 3 p.m.
The music is on point.
Let Paul, Isaac, and Lonwabo drive you home with the Drive Connection from 3 to 6 p.m.
You can't say my legs are gone.
It's game time with Tabiso Musi on Game On from 6 to 7 p.m. AB DaCosta throws it back with Vintage House from 7 to 10 p.m. Party with DJ Cleo on the Escaleni Party from 10 p.m. to midnight. Fridays on Radio 2000. Radio 2000. Our music. Your memories.
And this one yami. Kale sakis king. Buga wahle. You don't believe. Cheese. Tagaya komunya. Uwe when I wet. The exact part. Slim and bell. How could it let you go and puzzling in them bell? How could it let you go back that way in them bell? Yeah, navele ngabona uthando inhliziyo yami ikhetha wena amehlo amajonge wena twala yatwala baby you don't want for me twala yatwala baby you don't want for me twala yatwala baby, you don't want from me, Twala, yeah, Twala. Believe me when I say yeah. Get better, 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 get better. I want somebody, not like anybody. When I wear to stand beside me. When you want somebody, not like anybody. When I wear to find in the moon too. I want somebody, not like anybody. When I wear to stand beside me. You want somebody, not like anybody. I'll find in the moon too. When the moon too. My boo, I won't play you. Inkomo yako. My no. I love you, I really do. My buju, get better, 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 when I'm good.
She absolutely loves this song, Sjava Ngembela. And we were having a nice fat chit chat off air. And I was just like, you know, as someone who is a consumer of music, who is just an ordinary citizen, when I look at superstars like you and Sjava, I think you guys know each other, but you haven't met.
No, I haven't even. Oh, I would love to though.
Right?
Yeah. No, I haven't met Sjava. Like we don't know each other. Like I'm kind of in the industry, hey.
But if you had to make a song with Sjava, it will be a smash hit, girl. Smash
Can
hit.
it happen?
Please.
Somebody.
Make it happen. So we touched a bit on, actually not even at great lengths, your relationship with DJ Ganyani, the fallout. What is the status right now? How are you guys?
I haven't spoken to him in years. I've for my own sanity, I've chosen to just let go of a lot of things, not forget, but where I feel like I was wronged, I've chosen to forgive.
Yeah,
and also forgive myself for all the things that I feel I did to myself or allowed people to do to me.
Yeah,
and if maybe anyone is listening or he's listening and he feels like I wronged him in any way, I sincerely apologize for that, But nonetheless, I love him. I forever will. I mean, I don't want to say he made me because I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't like those words. But he definitely did contribute a lot to my career, and I feel like he gave me a kickstart. He gave me a chance when no one else knew me, and he was like, I believe in you, let's do this.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that things worked out the way that they did, but I mean, everything happens for a reason, and we move.
Yeah, we definitely move. Now, let's talk about Lance Stir, your relationship with Lance.
Yeah.
You were very young when you got into the industry, and Lance gave you some valuable advice. What did he say?
Lance has told we've had so many conversations, and my memory is bad, especially like when I'm like put on the spot and I have to remember certain things.
Well, I'll tell you the clip. There's a clip I saw last night while preparing for this interview.
Yeah.
He mentioned the importance of going back to school, right? And it was talking about you're still young and it's important for you to get an education. Do you remember that conversation?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
Oh, man. Well, it happened.
It happened?
It happened.
I didn't listen to him.
How is your relationship with Lance?
I know Lance and I are super.
Yeah.
Like we get along like a house on fire. Obviously I'm not with Motherland anymore.
Yeah.
But my time at Motherland, he took care of me like a father. Him and Delphine, like that was home, away from home.
Yeah.
Obviously we'll always have like bump heads, because obviously we see things differently. We won't always see things,
For sure.
But we managed to, we were civil with each other, and he took me like a daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
He's an amazing man.
I've bumped into Lance a couple of times, and he really is.
He's an amazing
guy, So there's a complete rebranding that you are doing, and it is so beautiful to see. That's what I want to talk about a bit. And even the name Black Limpopo Mpopi, I want to talk about that after this.
Timber, have you filed your business tax return?
Joe, with My Way Business Insurance, I get My Business Assist, which gives me loads of benefits. They assist in filing my taxes, so no long queues. Plus, I get tender notifications, marketing services, and more to help me elevate my hustle.
They do what?
Yeah, bo. Thanks to My Way, now I have time to focus on the real deal, which is growing my business.
Move to My Way Business Insurance today and get covered to do business your way. Visit myway.co.za for a quote. My Business Assist is a value-added product. My Way is a licensed non-life insurer and FSP. T's and C's apply.
Reggae icon Burning Spear is coming to Johannesburg for one night only as part of his One People Africa tour. Saturday, 19 October at the Park at Emperor's Palace. Tickets from webtickets.co.za. Brought to you by Lioness Productions and Sound System Club. In association with Breakout Events.
CAF President Dr. Patrice Motsepe said, the exponential growth and global competitiveness of football in Africa has resulted in substantial interests from major African and international broadcasters in African football. SABC has been participating competitively in the CAF media rights bids. CAF welcomes them as partners, joining a number of CAF's media rights holders. We are committed to ensuring that CAF's competitions, including its broadcast products, are world-class.
Weekend mornings.
We have Abafana Bagamkumen, and we're harmonizing here. I need that harmony.
Sanbolani, yebo siyavuma. Ujeze elikhulu lo. Ofisha bakho.
Molweni. Enicula kamnandi futhi. Benibawela nami ucuba bengizongena mara bengizoyimosha yonke lento. Ngiyaphimba kodwa ngiyasaba.
Weekend mornings 6 to 9 a.m. with Mlu and Nala on Radio 2000. Our music, your memories.
It's Radio 2000, our music, your memories. I've got the Limpopo Mpopi in the house. Her name is Fiesta Black, and she brought a certificate that she received from Norwood Primary School. And I know people that she went to school with were witnessing when she received first place in music, and the year was 2002. What did you do to get this?
I excelled in music.
Oh!
I shout out to Thelma because we went to primary school together. She was my dance buddy, and she's actually listening. So
hi, Thelma.
Hi, Thelma. So yeah, I did. There was a competition. I think we had like our own pop stars. And I sang Bryan Adams' "Look Into My Eyes."
Winner.
Right?
Winner.
And I was a very shy kid, right?
I don't believe that.
I was so not popular. I was shy. I was the weird girl who like has a white mom because I grew up in a foster home. Yeah. So it took so much courage for me to actually enter the competition because I was so not cool.
What?
But I won.
And you won in life in general. Yeah. Despite the ups and downs. Look at you. Yeah. Absolutely stunning. And doing a complete rebranding, calling yourself Limpopo Mpopi. Tell me about that name, which I think is so fitting. So fitting.
Thank you. So Limpopo Mpopi, I'm trying to be strategic, right, with things. I wanna venture out into the beauty market.
Oh, nice.
See, I see my money there also.
I can see that. I can believe that. Yeah.
So with the Limpopo Mpopi, it's definitely it's more of the beauty and cosmetics and everything. But I'm like, if I'm a musician and I want to tap into Bolo House and Lekompo, which is, it's my birthright.
Yes, of course. Of course.
So if I can tap into that and introduce Limpopo Mpopi as maybe an alter ego, so that by the time I drop my beauty range, the name is already out there.
Got you.
Right?
Very smart.
Yeah.
Very, very smart. And you want to do collaborations with specifically Limpopo artists.
Yeah.
Who are they and why specifically Limpopo artists?
I want to take over home scene, home ground.
Yes,
I will take it back home. I feel like they haven't claimed me. I don't know why. I don't know if they don't know or banana or
yeah, the English is
guys. Believe me when I say
yes, girl.
Right? So I mean I went to Lukota High School, so yeah. So King Monada.
King Monada is the guy.
Guys, King Monada le Karishma ne o le Shebe.
Oh yes.
Yeah. King Monada, Karishma, Shebe are on my top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did something with Tribe Wadiboza is also killing it right now.
Yeah.
I did something with him in studio, I think 2 weeks ago. We're still working on the song. It needs to go in for mixing and mastering and, just arrange things with the record label, the studio where I recorded so that things can be in order, paperwork sorted. We don't want drama.
Yes.
So I think that's also going to be a massive one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are you open for bookings? And do you perform Shigubu?
Yes, I will forever perform Shigubu.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that no one has ever tried to stop me from doing. No one has ever said to me, you need to stop performing that song.
Even Ganyani himself.
Even himself.
Okay.
Shout out.
Shout out. So for those people that want to book you, Ceci, because listen, the fire is there, the passion is there, and there's new music as well, right? So where can they get a hold of you and how do they book you?
The numbers actually, you see, Ati's holding my phone.
Ati phone.
Stop our recorder. But nonetheless, on my Instagram is there.
Yes.
Guys, I have like 4,000 followers. Come on. It's not making sense.
Go
follow the girl.
Yes.
Go follow the girl and then they'll find my details there, booking details. But this is the number that they can call for booking. Guys, please book me. I need money.
Yeah, no, she needs money, but also she's good, right? So I can imagine the festivals right now leading up to the December silly season.
Yes.
You on the lineup, Shebe on the lineup, King Monada on the lineup, Makadzi on the lineup, Lalela. Shut it down. Where can they get a hold of you, sis?
They can call 082 293-7837. That's 082-293-7837. And his name is Maisi. He's currently
your booking manager.
Yeah, handling my bookings because I don't want to talk to people direct.
Yeah.
Advantage.
I think it's better that way. It's better that way. In closing, because we've got about like 2 minutes, right? There are so many up-and-coming artists that are young, that are full of energy, that are 22 years old. As someone who was once in their position, having gone through what you've gone through, what would you like to say to them? Things that maybe you wish someone could have told you when you were thrust into stardom.
look, family is everything. If you're still blessed to have your mom will never lie to you. Well, it's very rare. I know some people have toxic relationships with their moms, but it's very rare. Like mutswadi ki mutswadi, you know. Listen to your mom, and you're gonna go through things more lifing. You're gonna go through ups and downs. Not everything is always gonna be hunky dory. You know, you're bound to experience a lot of challenges, good and bad.
Yeah.
You know, falling is allowed. Getting back up, I always say, is mandatory. You do not have a choice.
You don't.
You know, you go through it. Allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling. Don't rush your process. You know, if you want to break down, break down. If you want to step back, take time out, do that, but get back up. You know, and don't let other people put a time frame on how long your healing should take, because they are not the ones who went through whatever it is that you're going through.
Yeah.
So give yourself time, be patient, and just guys, stay away from drugs, man. I know people say it all the time. I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
Don't. It's not worth it. It's fun, yes, but it's not worth it.
Sure. And this is speaking from someone who's
yeah.
been there, done that, got the t-shirt and threw the t-shirt away.
Not worth it.
So I received a WhatsApp message from DJ Cleo. I know he owes you a beat. What's going on there?
It's Kellen. DJ Cleo No. We spoke about this I think years ago, and I'm like, it would be amazing to do something with DJ Cleo. Like, what sound original. Yeah, I want that. Strata.
Oh.
Please.
Ceci, we are so proud of you. And thank you so much for speaking your truth. And thank you so much for always having that sparkle in your eyes. And I know that where Shigupu came from, there's plenty other songs. So I am so proud of you. I love you. And we're going to do voiceovers together.
Yeah.
For sure. We're going to do voiceovers together. We have to.
I would love to.
Thank you so much, my darling.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you've just missed out on this interview, we're going to make it available on our website to www.radio2000.co.za.
SABC News. Independent and impartial.
Top stories: alleged insurance killers case postponed, and school children among the deadly into crash. Good morning, I'm